Hello and welcome to WWScenics, and this is the Pro Grass layering system. It's the most comprehensive kit on the market, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use it. Also, I'm going to do some myth busting on some of the techniques that are used in the hobby today. So starting with a baseboard, it doesn't matter what it's on. It can be old scenery, it can be modeling foam, it can be a brand new board, as long as you can get glue onto it. Now the first part of the video of the myth busting is static grass does not like PVA. The reason being, PVA is a rubber based glue, is in a constant state of movement. It peels, it shrinks and it blisters from the board. So we use a polymer acrylic glue. It's plastic based, which is strong and bonds to the board. It goes off a lot faster and is a lot stronger. And straight out of the bottle onto the baseboard. And then using a brush, paste it on. And you want to cover the area that you want to do your static grassing on. Add more glue if you need to. Now we're going to start off with a 2mm basing grass. So get your applicator, and I'm using 2mm spring. And that's roughly round about half is what you want to fill it up. Put the lid on, switch the switch on, and apply the static grass. Now the reason why I'm using spring grass, 2mm spring grass, is because it's a bolder colour, and if you look at the way that grass grows, you always have a lush bright green at the bottom because it's new growth. Then it gets darker, then it's bleached. And in this system I will show you how to create that effect. Right, we haven't got to wait for the glue to dry, right? But if I was to put a brush over the top of it again, yeah, I'd flatten it, okay? And it'll drag all over the place. So we use static grass basing glue, okay? It's a fine spray adhesive that allows us to go on to the next level, yeah, without touching the baseboard and without waiting for any of the glues to dry. Make sure you're in a well ventilated area and open the window when you use it. The glue is water-based, but the propellant is a bit smelly. Now we're going to start creating the layering, right? So now I'm using 4mm autumn. And again, that amount, lid on, and apply the grass. Okay, before we move on, there's a few things that I need to speak to you about static grass. The first one's being is glue. It has to have glue for it to work. Hence that we have basing glue and layering spray. If there's no glue there, the grass falls flat. Yeah, and if you noticed, I'm constantly moving the applicator. Yeah, making sure that I'm not over applicated in one spot, covering that the grass has not already been glued. So the second part of the myth busting is, if you noticed, I haven't put the pin in the glue, yeah, and I'm holding the crocodile clip on the bottom of the hopper, right? Reason being, the negative end's in there and gets charged in there, and that is the positive end. So the grass is attracted to the positive end. So as long as that's close enough to the hopper, the better the grass it'll work. And the third point about static grass is colour. Yeah, like I said to you in the beginning about it being bright, dark, and then light. Yeah, now we're going to start introducing some brown tones into it. Yeah, so we stick into the 4mm theme again, but we're going to introduce a brown color like patchy 4mm and dead 4mm. And now we're going to introduce another color, which is dead 4mm. And if you noticed, it's in patches. It's not all over. Again, another layer and spray. And then to finish this section off, we're going to use a 6mm of straw. You can see that we've gone from baseboard to this high, matter of minutes. Roughly around about 4 hours later, that's going to be dry, give or take the temperature of the building that you're in. Right, but while it's still wet, right, if you want to create sort of a wild embankment or a wild meadow or down the sidings, is something like this. So we've exposed the baseboard, we need to go back to base colour, back down to the 2mm. And again, layering spray. Yeah, that coat of glue again. And all we want to do is cover the exposed baseboard. Now we're going to create the effect. So we just finished showing you the Pro Grass layering system, okay, where we've gone from flat board to a good 3D effect with plenty of height. Now there is another stage that you can go on from there with using the different foliages that we've got, okay. If you want to sort of create a gorse or nettles area, right, it's just grab some of the green foliages that we got, and I'm using a coarse burnt green here, right, and just sprinkle on the top. And to get different colours, again, you can use different colours, the different foliages that we've got. Now, this is a fine burnt one that we got, so it'll make it a little bit thicker and solid. And then we're going to highlight it with a vibrant green. But only little bits you want for this, little sprinkles, which gives you the highlight and brings out the bottom green of it. And then all you do, just to seal it on, is hold the can quite far, about a foot away, and gently spray over the top. And then leave to dry. So if you want to create a wildflower meadow, there's this range of colours that you can use. Yeah, yellows for buttercups, pinks for pink flowers, yeah, daisy colours, red colours for poppies, all sorts of things. And the same as the technique as I did with the gorse, yeah, is just grab a colour, grab a pinch, and not so as thick as the gorse, because you want that subtle colour to come through. And we also have autumn colours, autumn mixes. And then just a light dusting of layering spray over the top just to seal it on. So we just finished showing you the Pro Grass layering system and some added techniques using the different foliages that we have. Plus we added a few bonuses with the myth busting. So I just wanted to show you the extra applicators that we have in the range. Yeah. So we had the Pro Grass Micro, which we used in the layering system, but also you can buy it on its own. We've got the Pro Grass Detailer, right, which gives you a smaller spread. You can be able to get into smaller buildings, into the areas and smaller buildings, or down the track side. You then have the Pro Grass Grand, which gives you a lot bigger area to cover with a bigger hopper. It also comes with 3 heads, and one of them able to do the 10mm, which you have to have the big hopper for the grass to get electrified and charged. And then there's the Pro Grass Box, which wasn't featured in this film. Now this is the one that you can do trees within 10 seconds, or grass tufts, or ivy up the side of the buildings. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.